We are one day away from the release of Crown Zenith. I am really excited. Crown Zenith is so much fun to open, guys. It is a blast. You guys are gonna love it, even if you haven't opened it yet. If you haven't found it in your area, I know some WalMarts and Targets have already kind of started to stock. The lowest listed Elite Trainer box right now on TCG Player is 55.88. Looks like there's 64 in stock. This is at about 10 a.m. Central Time, the day before release, so on January 19th. So we're looking at about $6 above MSRP. Now, supply is a little bit scarce when it comes to ordering from distributors, so LGSs are kind of running out of stock. So you might see this price start to climb a little bit more until and if a reprint comes or a second wave of Elite Trainer boxes comes, which we would anticipate happening, but no announcements have been made yet. So if you could do me a favor, just write in the comments section down below where you are getting your Crown Zenith Elite Trainer box from. Maybe they still have some in stock, what you're paying for it, so that way people can find hopefully some of these below MSRP or close to MSRP still. This isn't bad because $56, you factor in shipping. This is a shipped price, so not a terrible price, but at the same time starting to creep up. And the last thing we want to do is get in a situation where FOMO kicks in, people aren't willing to wait for a second wave, and all of a sudden it's double MSRP. So definitely let people know in the comments section down below what you are getting, what you are finding. Otherwise, like I said, they should be starting to pop up in Walmarts and Targets and different big box stores and places like that. I also want to know what your expectation was coming into Crown Zenith as far as pull rates go, because it's a little weird. People seem to be kind of upset about pull rates. Some people, not a lot. I'd say the majority of people are really happy with what they're seeing as far as pull rates go for Crown Zenith, but there are some people who are relatively upset because they're worried about the card prices, the single prices diminishing in value. First of all, when it comes to modern Pokemon, the last thing you want to worry about is value of singles. Singles will grow over time, but they are never, ever going to start out and then grow immediately. Very rarely does it happen, and most of the time it's just very indicative of competitive play that singles will jump in price, and then once rotation happens or the decks fall out of favor or a promo gets printed, they collapse in value. So the last thing you want to worry about is the value of your single cards when you're cracking open modern product, because it's just not going to be there. Sealed is what really rises the best bet, especially over time, but singles, I wouldn't worry too much about that. This is just a fun set to open, and there's nothing wrong with that. The Secret Rare Pikachu that does seem to have somewhat decent pull rates on it is amazing. It's absolutely stunning. So don't pay too much attention to the card values. Enjoy the set because Crown Zenith is fantastic. It is an absolute beautiful set, and it's a little weird. It is a little weird when it comes to the Master Set, and we're going to go through an incomplete Master Set. So I've opened up 1,000 packs so far. I've gotten very close to a Master Set, which is amazing because in the past sets, especially main series sets, I've opened up over 2,000 booster packs and pulled maybe 3 or 4 cards short of a Master Set. So I'm much closer to it in Crown Zenith, but a couple of the cards that I'm still missing are going to surprise you because it definitely surprises me. I'm going to flip you around just so you can see some of these interesting tidbits that I kind of wanted to call out, and you can comment down below with what you think. First of all, we have an appearance of common energy cards, which doesn't usually happen. So you can see in the bottom of the card here, if you don't know, if you're relatively new to the game or the competitive scene or the collecting scene or anything like that, a circle indicates a common card, a diamond indicates a uncommon card, and a star indicates a rare card. So we've got common trainer cards. This never happens usually in main series sets. All trainers are uncommon or above. I can't remember the last time when a common trainer card has appeared. Usually you open up the first several cards of a pack, then you've got the reverse holo slot, then you've got the rare slot, then you've got the energy slot, and the 3 uncommon cards in the back are usually made up of 1 or 2 trainers and then some uncommon Pokemon. So this is really the first set in a long time where we have common trainer cards. I believe these are the only 3, just energy retrieval, switch, and Pokeball. You can still get them in reverse holo form, but I thought it was worth noting that you might open up a pack and you see an energy retrieval as the first card in the pack, and that might draw up some questions for you. Very normal. A lot of times that trainer was the first card that appeared in the pack. The second thing that I want to call out that's a little different is the holo energy cards. So we haven't had holo energy cards for a little bit of time now. There's 2 different variations in the set, and this is where it gets really confusing because one of them can appear in the reverse reverse hollow slot, and one of them can appear in the hollow slot. So we've got a metal energy here. There is no texture to this card at all, and it is unnumbered in the bottom. This is one of them that would appear in the reverse hollow slot. So to me, since there's no numbering on it, this does not count towards my master set. So I haven't been adding these cards to my master set. Instead, I've been adding these cards here, the numbered ones, to my master set, which does have the star on the bottom indicating a rare slot pull. It does have texture in it. It also has these print lines in it, which I think are just kind of part of the Pokeball. I don't know. It's definitely print lines that are in it where you don't have that issue as much with the full glare one without texture, but it's got the little metal energy symbols in the background. But I also wanted to point out the fact that it does have a numbering on it, which would then go into your master set. In my opinion, you can use one of each, obviously, but there are two different variations. So if you are opening up a master set, trying to chase a master set, definitely keep that in mind as you move forward. The third thing I want to talk about is quality control. Pokemon has had so many issues with quality control, which is why a lot of people have started really looking at achieving master sets, opening Japanese sets instead. So like V-Star Universe was a huge seller and still is, hoping the price comes down a little bit now, especially now that Scarlet and Violet has, is releasing tomorrow in Japan, now that that's starting to hit the market. But quality in Japan has just been leaps and bounds ahead of where Pokemon has been over the past couple of years. It's been terrible. It has been terrible. You've opened up packs that look like moderately played cards already. Lots of whitening issues, lots of centering issues, a lot of cutting issues, miscuts all over the place. For the most part, Crown Zenith has been absolutely phenomenal when it comes to centering, when it comes to condition and things like that, with one exception, and that is the card that I'm holding right now, the Secret Rare Pikachu. So this is in the main series set. This is the only Secret Rare in all of Crown Zenith. We pulled quite a few of them, so I've got 8 of them here. I think we actually pulled a total of 10 in the 1,000 packs that we opened, so about a pull rate of 1 out of 100. We'll have full pull rates compiled and ready to go tomorrow. Hopefully, it's going to take a lot of work to get through it all, but I hope to be able to deliver that all to you tomorrow, so that way you can make the best decisions for Crown Zenith opening weekend when it comes to your spending habits. But this is really the only one that I've had a lot of issues with, and you saw it already on stream yesterday. So some of these, you can see the top 4, the centering actually doesn't look too bad. The bottom 4, centering is way off. So you can see right here, when we talk about centering, you want an even border that goes all the way around. This is what grading companies look at outside of, nicks, dents, and whitening and things like that. But centering is really one thing right away that you can kind of decide on whether or not your card is really in pristine condition. You can see the back side right here, a little bit more, less significant than what you can notice on the front side. But half of the Secret Rare Pikachus that we pulled have severe centering issues. And I think yesterday, during the stream, we opened up about 420, 430 packs. I think we pulled 6 Secret Rare Pikachus, and I would say 4 of these 6 had the same centering issue. So this is a very common issue. You'll have to let me know as you open up more and more Crown Zenith if you have centering issues with other cards outside of just the Secret Rare Pikachu, because I went through all the cards that we pulled. Centering looks really good. Condition looks really good on a lot of them, but the Pikachus are really hit or miss, which is unfortunate because it's probably one of the cards that people want the most. I've seen a lot of complaints about the Pikachu being too easy to pull, which is going to hurt the value. Honestly, I don't care. This artwork is just, this artwork claps. This is the absolute most beautiful artwork. I love this card. I think it is absolutely gorgeous. So I wanted to call out those few things so that way you could get a better understanding. Maybe that adjusts your spending habits a little bit. One thing that I like to do when building a master set, I always like to have a copy of the Elite Trainer Box Player's Guide handy, because it does have a card list of everything in it. So one thing to remember is there is a main series set that's made up of 160 cards. There's 159 cards in the set, and then you have that Secret Rare Pikachu, which makes it 160. The important thing to understand is that there are 2 different variations when building a master set of pretty much every card. So if you're trying to collect every single card that you can pull out of a booster pack, which in my mind is really what a master set is, obviously you can add the promos, like the Lucario promo, the Galarian Birds when those come out, the Morpeko, the Pikachu, VMAX when that comes out. There's a lot of promos that you can get down the line, but those are obviously going to be guaranteed pulls, as opposed to all of these that are in the set, all these cards that are in the set. So a lot of just normal run-of-the-mill cards, but you do have reverse hollows and regular arts of pretty much every single card, with the exception of one card. So there's only one card in this set that does not have a reverse holo that you think, hey, maybe it will have a reverse holo. That is the Sky Seal Stone, which is located right up here. There is only a holo variant of this card. There was actually times where I was opening up a lot of packs, and I still am missing, I think, one reverse holo in my master set. But there was when I was opening up cards, I was like, are there reverse holos for all these? I had to look through this booklet so many times to try and get a good understanding because there were so many that I was missing. Even the signature cards that you see here, which are really cool, those do have reverse holo variants, so that's another thing to keep in mind. What I like to do, since these sets get so big, is I like to just kind of put the reverse holo in front of the regular card. So I've got this lovely Mewtwo binder here right now. We're going to go through the actual main series set. This is the first time I actually put the Galarian Gallery set first, but we're going to go right over here quick so you can see. We've got all the reverse holos on the first page here. I just put everything in numerical order. One thing worth noting is some of these cards were extremely difficult to pull, and the reverse holos are very difficult to pull because there are so many of them. So you have about 130, we'll say, reverse holos that you need to pull, but a lot of reverse holo slots are made up of those Galarian Gallery cards because you have 70 Galarian Gallery cards in the set. Reverse holos actually become a little bit more difficult to pull unique copies of because you're kind of pulling 130 cards that don't always exist in a pack because you usually have a Galarian Gallery card there, or in this case, a reverse holo energy card, which kind of takes up that slot, so it's a little bit more difficult to kind of pull those. Also, with the amount of actual ultra rares that are in the set, it is difficult to pull some of these. So this Leafeon V here took close to 1,000 packs to pull just a regular Art V. So when we go through pull rate data tomorrow, there's going to be like 1,500 packs that are going to be open somewhere around that data, and you're only going to have maybe one or two of the Leafeon V. So to get a true indicator of rarity for each single, you're going to need over 10,000 packs, probably closer to 25,000 packs to get a good understanding of what actual pull rates are from unique copies of cards. We'll get a good idea of what rarities look like, but there's batching always is something that just kind of starts plugging in my mind because I pulled, 7 or 8 Greedents or 7 or 8 Glaceon Vs, but only one Leafeon V, which is a little bit weird. It might be a regional thing. It might not be. It could just be luck, but it's always something that it's there in the back of my mind. So that's one thing worth noting. Another card that was difficult to pull was this Simisear V-Star right here. We've got Radiant Charizard. We've got the Charizard V-Star. Reverse holos of every variant there. Same thing with all of the cards over here. I'm just going to go through this fairly quickly here. Another card that was very difficult to pull that took almost the same amount of time as that Leafeon was this Rotom V-Star up here. This one, for some reason, I just could not pull it to save the life of me. It took about 900 packs. I pulled a second one now, but again, we're only going to have about 2 or 3 of them in total out of 1,500 packs. Then we've got the rest of the main series set here that I'm just going to kind of flip through real quickly, with the exception of we're missing one reverse holo still, so I'm going to call that out when I see it. There's 2 different Rayquaza VMAXs in this set, both the same attack. One of the artworks, obviously, from Evolving Skies. Crazy to me. 2 Rayquazas in set. A lot of filler cards, a lot of reprints in this set. You do get some unique cards, but for the most part, a lot of fillers. This Ditto, absolutely fantastic down there. The EVV right next to it is really, really cool. The trainer cards I really do like. I do like the signature cards a lot. I think that is something, it kind of gets you a little bit closer to sports cards. It obviously doesn't have the designation of a specific numbering system or anything like that, but the autograph system I think is really, really cool. They started introducing that with that Marnie milk carton, but that Bay right there, that is the one reverse holo that we are still missing from the set. So that is one card right there that we are short from our master set. And then we run into an issue in a second here with some of the holo energies, which I'll show you in a second. But there's the Alessi Sparkle. That one took a long time to pull. Friends in Hisui, Friends in Sinnoh, Professor's Research, and Volo right beneath it. We did get the Grass Energy and the Fire Energy. As you can see, we've got the numerical numbers in the bottom there. But over here, it looks like we are missing the Darkness Energy still. So the Water, the Lightning, the Psychic, the Metal, and the Fighting Energy, but still no Darkness Energy. So that's the second card that we are missing from the Master Set. And then there's going to be one more yet that we need to get through. But we did pull the Secret Rare Pikachu, as you saw already. Multiple copies of those. Going through the Galarian Gallery, it's kind of what we anticipated, or at least I communicated to you guys. You're going to pull a lot more of the front half of the Galarian Gallery, so the non-textured cards, just really what we've experienced from the Trainer Gallery. Easier easier pull rates to pull Galarian Gallery cards than Trainer Gallery cards if you're comparing them to a booster box. Again, we'll have full pull rate data on that tomorrow. But still, this Galarian Gallery is absolutely stunning. There's so many great cards, as you already know. So many people have talked about it already. The Sleepy Mew up there, the Comfey in the middle, the Solrock is absolutely stunning. I love the Absol. The Magnezone is great. And pricing on a lot of these singles is relatively low. We'll go over pricing next week to see how far things drop. I do think that over the weekend, things are going to remain pretty consistent, pretty steady. I think we're going to hit a floor really quickly for this set, and then we're going to see a lot of people start buying up singles over the weekend. You see the Pikachu. There is no God Pack in the English sets. There never has been. I keep hoping that they're going to do it, but you remember these cards here need to be pulled in the God Pack and V-Star universe, including that Pikachu, which is why the Pikachu is so expensive for the Japanese variant in V-Star universe. But as you can see here, not going to be as expensive. You might be looking at a $10, $11 card once the dust settles after the weekend. Leafeon V-Star, the Entei V right there, the Simisear V, which is absolutely stunning, the Suicune V, also gorgeous, the coloring on the Lumineon V, Glaceon V-Star, we've got the Raikou V, and the Zeraora V-Max, followed by the Zeraora V-Star. The Mewtwo V-Star was very difficult to pull out of the 1,000 packs. We've only pulled one copy of that. That is right now, I think, the most expensive or close to the most expensive card in the set, and it might continue to stay that way depending on how pull rates go. Deoxys V-Star, Hattering V-Max, Zacian V, the Drapion V, and I love that Darkrai V-Star and the Samurott V. Really, really cool. The Samurott V-Star, Hoopa, and Zamazenta. Then we've got the Regigigas and the Hisuian Zoroark. Then we start getting to the Galarian Gallery trainer cards, the full art supporters. Obviously, really, really gorgeous. I'm really excited about Scarlet and Violet for what they're continuing to do with the artwork. The special art rares that they're kind of introducing in Scarlet and Violet into the English sets are going to be so stunning. So, you know, it's like an alternate art, full art trainer, which is amazing. Charon's Care, Colress's Experiment, Cynthia's Ambition, Gardenia's Vigor, Grant, and there's the Irida right there. Overall, full art supporters, not too expensive. It seems like the Irida is the most expensive one right now. That's right around the $50 mark for pre-orders, which isn't too bad. Same thing with the Cynthia's Ambition. Here's where we're going to run into one issue. So we've got the Melanie, the Raihan, the Roxanne, the Palkia V-Star, which we pulled two of, but the card that's missing is the Dialga V-Star. We have not pulled any gold Dialga V-Stars, which is super unfortunate. We did pull 4 Giratina V-Stars, either 3 or 4. I can't remember now, 3 or 4. But we did pull 4 of them during yesterday's stream. We only opened up, like I said, 420 packs. We pulled a total of 5 gold cards. One of them was the Dialga V-Star. So obviously I opened up the wrong pack because I haven't pulled it personally. But we pulled 4 yesterday during the stream. And then I think I pulled either 3 or 4 myself. So pull rates for gold cards seem to be about 1 out of every 150 packs. Again, all full data for that on that for you tomorrow. Arceus V-Star, we pulled a couple of those, but we're just missing that one gold. So overall, though, only missing 3 cards out of just over 1,000 packs really isn't bad at all. It makes it obviously possible to be opening up master sets. Still really, really expensive when you factor in pack pricing, but once we get the mini tins released, that brings the pack pricing down a little bit. Crown Zenith is going to be released over the next 5 months. So lots of different waves. Basically every month there's new product coming out. So hopefully those price per packs will go down a little bit, but it's really going to depend on demand. Since this is such a fun set to open, I do have concerns. It wouldn't surprise me if we have some MSRP issues, especially for the first month or so, where you're looking at $7 for a booster pack or somewhere around that line. So definitely don't FOMO, be patient. It's a lot of fun. Hopefully V-Star Universe starts to come down. Maybe you focus on that instead of overspending, but keep looking for good deals. Drop them in the comments section down below. Definitely join our Discord. Let people know where they can find the best price on some of these packs because it's a lot of fun to open, and I think you guys are really going to enjoy it. I'm going to stop rambling. Hopefully you enjoyed the Master Set video and the little bit of information that I could give you. If you guys have any questions, obviously you can message me on Instagram, Discord, wherever, Twitter. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch the video. Come back tomorrow. We are going to be doing the pull rate video for Crown Zenith. I'm really excited to give you that data. Guys, thank you so much for everything. If you enjoy the content, hit that subscribe button. If you don't like the content, don't subscribe. Leave a comment and a like. It goes a long way for the algorithm if you wish. If not, thanks for watching no matter what, guys. I'll talk to you soon. Peace!